Did you? No. Did you really think? No. I'm very single. But Glenna and Meg are very not single. In fact, they're getting married. And it's all because of me. And because of their strong bond and relationship, but mostly because of me. Glenna had reached out to me for this very special project on Instagram. And I have never jumped on a project so fast. Glenna wanted to propose with a custom modded Game Boy because she and her girlfriend had been getting into the modding scene recently. She told me she was a huge fan, and it's still strange for me to think of me having fans. And she asked me if I was interested in doing a very special custom order. And being a pretty big fan of love, I was extremely down. And just so you guys know, I'm not currently taking any custom orders because I can't keep up with the demand that you guys have created from the modding streams. If you aren't aware, I stream every Monday and Wednesday now on this channel, where I mod 2 to 3 boys per stream for you guys to buy. So if you're wanting a cool modded Game Boy like this, I recommend subscribing and hitting the bell so you know when I go live. A lot of the time they sell as fast as Supreme drops, so you're gonna wanna be there. However, if you do have a video-worthy project for your custom order, do let me know. Also, fellow creators, hello. Hit me up if you want one. Let's collaborate. But back to collaborating with Glenna, she said Meg would love a red and black color scheme, and a simple IPS screen would do. So let's do that. First things first, let's take this thing apart. Oh, I guess not. This back half is actually all we need. But we have a problem right off the bat to recontact. First, let's desolder the battery connector. Then grab a bowl and some CLR. CLR will eat the battery corrosion in pretty fast. It's also very satisfying to watch. Once it stops bubbling, pull it out and rinse it off. Then you can solder it back to the motherboard and it'll work like new. If you want a better tutorial on how to do this, I have a short all about it, I'll link down below. Next, let's grab the mod kit. The only soldering required here is to add a speaker, which I have a brand new one. You can also use the original one by first desoldering it from the original PCB. Once that's done, we can get the shell ready. We need to snip a couple pieces of the plastic to fit the screen in. I just use my handy dandy flush cutters and I'm off to the races. From there, it's as simple as connecting the screen to the daughter board, connecting the daughter board to the front PCB, and screwing it all down to the front half of the shell. Screw in the back half, then connect the two halves together with this ribbon cable, and then put the last 6 screws in. I also like to test all the buttons just to make sure. But we aren't done just yet. Did you really think we were just gonna do something this simple for an engagement? Here's the twist. Glenna wanted to have a proposal within the Game Boy. So with pretty much zero software making experience, I took on the challenge. Thankfully, my good friend Natalie, you know, the nerd, has an awesome tutorial on how to make your own logo cart without needing any coding experience. So I started with making the screens in Photoshop. Each screen needs to be the exact resolution of the Game Boy and only use these 4 colors. You can colorize it later in GB Studio, which is the software I use to make the game. After a couple hours of figuring out how the dang thing works, I got it to a spot where I was satisfied. After all the code was written, I colorized the image. Let's test it. I put it on my flash cart and it worked great. Once the Nintendo logo fades away, it immediately goes into asking Meg, will you marry me? I gave her the option to say no, but she'd be crazy to say no, so it redirects you to the previous screen after 5 seconds. And when she says yes, it plays the only super upbeat music I could find that was Game Boy compatible. The song lasts a while. So everything works great, but I can't afford to send her a full flash cart. And all the compatible single game cartridges I could find were all pretty pricey. This is because all the games created in GB Studio are a minimum of 128 kilobytes, which sounds small, but it's pretty sizable for a Game Boy game. But even if I did fork over the money for that, everything was out of stock at the time. So I hit up Natalie on Twitter for the 8 millionth time. Thank you for putting up with me. She suggested getting a bootleg Pokemon game to write over, and that's exactly what I did. We picked Pokemon Green because Glenna and I agreed that the green paired well with the custom label she designed. She is a phenomenal artist. Once it got here, I wiped it and installed my game using the GBX cart in my computer. Then I swapped the label and showed Glenna the finished product. By the way, channel members got to see this photo as well. These members and patrons get extra videos and sneak peeks from me, so if that's something you're interested in, I recommend hitting that join button down below. Also, if you're a member, you get a cool little badge next to your name in the comment section and in the stream chats. Glenna was extremely happy and could not wait to propose, so I sent it off as soon as possible. And just a few short weeks later, Meg said yes. I've been told by both of them that Meg just nonstop plays Dr. Mario on it, and that makes me so happy. I can't thank Glenna and Meg enough for not only letting me be a part of this, but also allowing me to make a video about this very special moment. I understand if you want me to officiate the wedding. Also, if you guys could do me a favor, go congratulate them in the comments down below, as well as, listening to Brittany. So like, subscribe, and buy a t-shirt from the website, retroremastered.com, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later, guys. I need to reiterate how amazing of an artist Glenna is. She made me this beautiful piece that I'm gonna call my first fan art. She's a fan, and it's art, it counts. A link to Glenna's stuff will be down below.